Hello, welcome back. This is Grillenheimer, still on YouTube. Um, now, yeah, we're not looking at Transformers here for a second to look at some other stuff. And I don't, since nobody will play with me, um, I don't know. I had gotten a few things, hoping my son might, because he does like Dragon Ball. Oh, we've got some stuff from the library we got to take back. That reminds me. Um, and I think I have two two structured decks that I bought here, and then I just opened two Cross Spirits packs, and I did that on my first run through, and didn't like what I did, and I went so long, but just a lot of neat stuff. And I downloaded the app for Dragon Ball to try to fit, and they do have a playable little training thing to go through on how to play. And it seems pretty fun. I like it. I like it a lot. So I think I can figure out Dragon Ball. It doesn't seem that hard. Now, Vanguard is a dead game also. Well, Vanguard, if I counted through these pretty quickly, I could probably tell you exactly how many booster packs this is. Because there was only 5 cards per pack. But it's another dead game. That looks pretty interesting. It looks like somewhere a mix between these three, maybe closer to Dragon Ball and Digimon than anything. It looks, they have like factions, kind of like Transformers, except they have all sorts of different or family cards or faction cards here that are just really out there, and they look like they're really pulling from a lot of different ideas. Everything looks anime. Some of these look pretty realistic, like a lot of the Spike Brothers stuff. And then you got things that look like they're right out of Pokemon. It does not look like it plays like Pokemon. But Vanguard doesn't look too hard to play. But it looks fine. Do I have to have every single blasted card just to play the game? No, I don't think so. Maybe to have a decent deck, but I'm just looking to just try to quote unquote learn how to play. But I probably have enough here for at least 2 decks, maybe 3. Forgot how many cards have to be in a deck, if it's 50, 60, or whatever. Of course, this is all my Dragon Ball. This is the Dragon Ball mat or how to, so that can help me too. Like I said, I've got the app. I started buying a little Yu-Gi-Oh after Transformers passed away, and Legacy of the Duelist, the Structure deck, the Spirit Charmers, and just the look, even if I don't play the cards, they just really look good. I'll like the reflection and the gold look of the text, the title of the cards. It just looks very, very well done. It's very cool looking. Well, that one doesn't have it. These don't. I thought I saw something glittering there. Maybe not. But maybe it's the kind of boosters. Some of these might be older than others. Yeah, this is 1996. And these are 2020, so that's the big difference. Okay. I knew somebody up there was yelling at me about that. Oh, that's what I was seeing. I was seeing this Lena the Light Charmer Lustrious. First edition 2020. Oh, okay. So this is a 2020 card. So yeah, apparently I've got a lot of a mixture of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in here because it's been around for a while too. It's been a while too. Duel Links, Legacy of the Duelist, Eternity Code. Yeah, Eternity Code. Just a lot of neat stuff here. And I might have even bought. I had to. Yeah, I knew I bought at least one structured deck, maybe two, of some Yu-Gi-Oh. So back to the front. So just a lot of cards here. I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I've tried watching some people play online. I still can't figure it out. I'm just slow of mind, guys. I really am. I admit that. I'm dumb. But the one I probably have the most of, other than Dragon Ball, there is probably Digimon. Now, this is a pre-bought structured deck. It's still even wrapped up. I think this was a booster set, I think, here, or a couple of boosters, or I may have actually bought two decks, but somehow I maybe only one, because I do have only one die. So maybe I only bought that one deck, because this stuff is so hard to find. Dragon Ball is really hard to find. I've now bought out Walmart of all the last of their Vanguard. So yeah, booster. You can kind of see where that there's a lot of boosters here that I've gotten. But yeah, I know I thought I bought at least two Digimon starter decks, but maybe it's just the one. I don't know. I can't remember where this die came from. I know it's Digimon. No, that's Dragon Ball. DBS, Dragon Ball. So I guess that's. I thought I got two Dragon Ball decks, though. Why do I have one die? It don't make sense, Bubba. It don't make sense. But a lot of neat stuff, a lot of neat cards. The artwork for all of these cards are just really, really good. And that was the one thing that I bought one booster of Yu-Gi-Oh just to check it out, see what they looked like, and I just really liked the artwork. Just really liked the artwork. So there's that. And everything wants to be like Magic. And then there's one game that really, really wanted to be like Magic. If I can get all this stuff out of the way. And that's this. Okay, good. Middle-earth The Wizards. And I'll probably have a couple of more of these boxes. I know I've got a lot of these boxes here. This is just one. I never figured out how to play the Wizards. Middle-earth The Wizards. It was just too hard. It was very deep. And every time... And I've got this organized where this is nothing but location cards here. These look like all nothing but monster cards. And these are places. So there's a lot of different kind of cards here. That's an item. The Sword of Gondolin. The Mithril Coat. And the neat thing about the Wizards game is it came before the movies. This goes back to 1995-96, when a deck of these were $10. $10. A booster was about $3. A booster of Dragon Ball that I bought, $4.50. To me, is just such a ripoff. I mean, the Transformer cards boosters were like $4 a piece. in most places. I was able to get a few online for like $3 before they ran out. I used Dave and Adams. I found they might have a few boxes left, but no Wave 5. Nobody has Wave 5. Oh, Game Nerds. Game Nerds is where I got most of my Transformer stuff, and they don't have any more. I'll go ahead and say that. Just they don't have any more. But I tried learning how to play the Wizards. It is hard. It was tough. I didn't know anybody. I looked for somebody in my area that played this. Nobody played it because everybody considered it too complicated. People were playing Pokemon and Magic back then for that time, and they probably still are playing Magic and Pokemon, or probably Magic. But this wanted to be Magic, but the Wizards took it to the next step because it is very intricate. I mean, this is a pretty thick booklet, but I actually bought the full book on how to play this blasted game, and it is ridiculous. Oh, there's a character card. There's a whole one. Oh, this is one of the later ones. This is 1997. It's got the black border. There's the blue border. That was the first wave, was the blue, and then the black border was the second wave. But this is just, I think there's more than, let's see here. I haven't looked at this stuff in years, guys. It's just brand. I got 2 copies, and I put him in a sleeve so he's on both sides. What do you know? But yeah. And the only place I remember finding these in various places, but mainly Books A Million, because I spent so much time in Books A Million. I was just trying to work there. I wanted to work at the store or in the little coffee shop or something. Never happened. What it seems like after reading over the very boring instructions is that this is a card game that was trying to be D&D with cards, because everything you do, you have to roll a dice to see if it works. You have to roll a corruption check for this, and a corruption check to go somewhere. A corruption check, oh, well, looky there, in the crack. Corruption check for if you went somewhere, if you sneezed, if when you're attacking, when you're defending. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, what is this? Why do I need this dice? Why do I need to keep doing these corruption checks? And I didn't realize, because I wasn't familiar with D&D. I really wasn't. I knew of it. A friend of mine tried teaching me a little D&D in the 80s in his house that his mom bought, that they moved to, and it actually had a pentagram up in the attic, of all things. And he showed me, and he's like, I didn't do this. This was here before we moved here. I'm like, all right, that's weird. But he was a big D&D fan. And so I never really got to play in a fan setting. It was kind of boring, him and me, and that was it. But to me, this is D&D in cards, and it is just was not easy to play. And I never got to learn to play it or play with anybody, because it seemed like everyone in my area did find this game just too hard to play. And I don't know why anybody you would want to try to make a card game so intricate and so tough that it actually sways the audience from playing it. And I only was getting this because I was big into Tolkien. I was still in college back then. This is probably where I put a lot of my money into, was my comic pool and these things. And if my parents want to know where the money went, probably into these things. And gas going back and forth because I lived at home. But there's that. That's really all I have. I want to do some more Transformer stuff. I've got some more stuff cooking in the pot, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know how to play any of this. haven't had, and you probably could make your own rules to be able to play Wizards and dumb it down. They go, okay, you're drawing. You got a hand, and you put down your what characters you have in your hand to play, to do an item, and then play a location card or whatever. And there might be a way to do it to where it's not so complicated, to where you're not rolling dice for every time your character sneezes, takes a step, goes to the loo, wipes their feet, whatever. You get on a horse, get off a horse, put on their sword, attack a cactus, whatever. I mean, it seemed really ridiculous. And I've got the book, it's downstairs in my dungeon or basement. It is this thick, it is this big. It looks like a walkthrough for one of the Final Fantasy games, and it's for this thing. I mean, it was, and I bought it, and it was ridiculous. And I also got back then in the mid '90s, because like I said, looking at these cards. Let's see here. And they're dated 90, 95, 96. This one is 97 because it's got the black ring around it. I also have, I think I still have them, the Star Trek, the Next Generation card game. Had a lot of those too, and I couldn't figure that out. I guess maybe I just don't have the right mindset for card games. I even bought the How to Play the Star Trek Next Generation card game, and that came as a book, and it was pretty thick, and it came with the Laughing Data card. So I've got that somewhere. If I still have those cards somewhere, I think I do. But I'm just glad I figured out Transformers. And I got a friend of mine who makes fun of me or teases me that you can't figure out magic, but you can figure out Transformers. So, well, yeah. And it took a while for even Transformers. It took me a couple of months. But I don't know. But that's all I really have today, is kind of just showing off a bunch of dead games that I don't know how to play. But I did find a video on YouTube about how to play this game. And it is very strategic. It is very warlike. It is very D&D-ish. It is very big, and it can take an hour to play one game, from what I understand. And I'm like, wow. That's pretty big. So there's that. And just a lot of neat stuff. It just takes two people to play a card game. And when you're by yourself, it just makes it harder. Copton. So with that, I guess I better go. I got to get back to work. I got to get me some lunch. I was doing this on my lunch break. But yeah, just a lot of neat stuff. Just letting you know kind of what I have. And that I don't know how to play any of it. So what is it? This Digimon? Yeah, it's that Digimon deck that I haven't really broken. Yes. Which one is this though? De-evolution. Let's see here. Oh, these are just card game. Well, that's nice to have. Card game instructions. I don't know if I want to take all this out. Well, that's different. Oh, it's got like a seal or something right there. The Nintendo seal of quality. Oh crap, that just came off. Player one. It doesn't show me. I was hoping it would show me what deck this was. There's all the eggs. So that's interesting. A lot of the same eggs. There's another egg. I think. Nope, these are all the eggs. I thought there were more than 4. I guess there's just 4. Well, I guess I just broke this one out. If you know what this is and you know what this looks like, let me know. I forgot which structured deck this is. Um, Starlight Explosion, Giga Destroyer, Gaia Force. I have no idea, guys. And all I can say is that, well, I threw some money at the company, you know. Um, let's put this back on and try to keep it separate because it is its own deck. I'll do that here in a minute. But thanks for watching. Just want to do something different, show y'all something different. You know, got a lot of cards here. Just trying to figure some of this stuff out. I don't have a lot of time to even play. I think Buddy's lost his patience with me, or he just didn't like winning all the time. He didn't win all the time. I won some. I beat him a few times. But that's all we got. We'll see you next time. And we'll see you next time. And it's just, I wish this stuff was easier to find. And it could be part of our production issues going on in the world at this time, which is so interesting. It must be our new normal. So, well, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. And as always, Autobots, let's flip out and let's roll for it.